morning, morning, morning. Everybody awake? If you've eaten, you've probably gone back to sleep, but you can do that. We want to welcome everyone and thank you for being here. We gather every month and try to stop and recognize special people, special things, and take a break away from the pace of the week. So I appreciate you all being here and doing that with us this morning. As we always do, we start off with our officer and employees of the month, and we're going to do that this morning as well. So our employee of the month for August 2024 was a man on the move, Mr. Brian Eichstaedt. Would you stand up here, please? It says on September 3rd, Instructor Eichstaedt was driving on I-65 when he saw an intoxicated driver swerve, hit the guardrail, and flip his truck. He pulled over and approached the truck where he saw the driver was against the windshield and unresponsive. Brian broke the rear window, crawled to the driver, and called 911 when he started CPR. Once Metro Fire arrived, they gave Eichstaedt a dose of Narcan to administer to the driver as they could not reach him. After they cut away the windshield, the driver responded to the Narcan and became combative. My money was on Eichstaedt, by the way. Eichstaedt assisted the fire department and the Tennessee Highway Patrol trooper to restrain the driver. They were then able to move him to an ambulance. This person is alive today because of Brian Eichstaedt and the courage, quickness, and thinking. What about that? How about that? Great job. Great job. Hang on one second. We'll get you some more goodies. There we go. Yeah.
My daughter was driving.
Well, how about that? Well, here. We gave you all. Thank you very much for being here. Here's 8 hours of leave in your corner. Congratulations to you. Great job. Thank you for being here. How about that? I don't know who was more proud, dad or daughter. What do you think? How about that? All right, our Officer of the Month for August of 2024, Ms. Teri Gibson. Would you stand up here, please? How are you? It says Officer Gibson is one of the most dependable and trustworthy officers we work with in security. Officers, sergeants, and captains are all extremely thankful she's working when she's in master control. We have absolute trust in her ability to relay the doors being opened and rely on her dependent on her during emergencies. Numerous times we've been able to respond quickly before codes are even called due to her awareness to general radio traffic and movement from all staff. We're happy to work alongside her, and she is the definition of one team, no matter what division. Her hard work has been noticed, and we hope she's recognized for these efforts. I want to stop right there. This is written by the Corrections Division about the Security Division, so I want to thank Captains Kristen Johnson and Sergeant Richard Grant and congratulate Teri Gibson. Thank you very much. There we go. Great job. Hang on one sec. We get some goodies. There we go. There's 8 hours of leave, a day off for you, and there's a ribbon for your uniform as well. Job well done. Congratulations. If I could read better, that would even sound better, by the way. So we're going to do a catch-up from last month. Our Officer of the Month for July 2024, Mr. Riley Owen. Would you step up here as well? It says in June, Corporal Riley was conducted a security check at CDM. As he began his round in the bathroom, he noticed an inmate in the shower stall behaving oddly, fiddling with his hair. When Corporal Riley questioned the inmate took an aggressive stance. Corporal Riley was able to de-escalate the situation and escorted the inmate out of the pod. During the escort, he observed the inmate toss something towards a trash can. Upon retrieval, Corporal Riley discovered it was Suboxone strips. A strip search of the inmate was conducted, resulting in the recovery of 19 Suboxone strips. Thanks to Corporal Riley's attentiveness and calm demeanor, he successfully prevented contraband from being distributed throughout the facility. Congratulations to you. There we go. Hang on one second. We have some more goodies. There's a ribbon for your uniform, and there's 8 hours of leave, a day off for you, and a token at your seat. Congratulations to you. All right. right, so as we do monthly, there are also some other things that occur throughout our agency, and I actually was here when this particular thing happened. So let me call up Jerica Brown, is that right? If you'll come on up, I'm sorry, Jerica Brown, Anthony Bush, and Corey Pruitt, and I want to kind of walk through what, there we go. Yeah, come on up here. Thank you very much. We're not going to ask you to sing or anything, huh? You ready? You don't want me around if you're going to sing, get me? First thing you're going to notice is they're wearing Archangel uniforms, right? They're contracted to provide security service throughout Nashville, a variety of places. And on this particular event, this happened over at the Howard School building, so I'm going to just read it to you. While on the round, Captain Pruitt was informed that there were 3 children left inside a vehicle in the parking lot of the Howard office building. Pruitt asked dispatch to call 911 when he approached the vehicle. Captain Pruitt radioed for backup and then got water for the children inside the vehicle as they had started sweating and crying. Once Metro Police arrived, they asked security to find the mother of the children who was inside the facility and, by the way, was eventually arrested. After returning with the mother, MPD and security staff assisted with retrieving the children from the vehicle, escorting them to the ambulance. These efforts of these officers helped to keep the community and these children very safe. They deserve recognition. It was a hot, hot day. I was over there for Vivian Wilhoit swearing in and noticed what all was going on, and we all, I hope, would do something similar, but these folks went above and beyond on that day and prevented some really serious injuries to the children and others. So I want to give you one of our challenge coins to each one. I'll try to do it this way. There we go. Let's give you one of these. Thank you. Ms. Pruitt, thank you very much. Appreciate your work very much. Appreciate you as well. Thank you. You can sing if you want to. Let's get our picture, man. Yeah. Are you ready? I think you could do it. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. I've never had someone take me up on that. I was a little nervous. I bet she could do it. You know, I always, it seems like every week or every month or every day, sometimes we're having people tour the agency, and I've always thought of that as a reflection of you, and I love to have people see you in your real world jobs because you're underappreciated, and I always think that that's a good thing. And so we have tours, we have groups, we have all sorts of things that happen. But we also have inspections and audits that are important. As I used to say, we like to self-police ourselves, but nothing's better than having outside folks help us improve our agency, ensure that we're doing the right things. And this week is no different. We have some special guests here, and I'd like to invite them up. If you're in the facilities, you know what I'm talking about, or in compliance, you know what I'm talking about. But we've been under the umbrella of the PREA audit, Prison Rape Elimination Act audit this week. And so we've got the chair or the lead, Ms. Cassandra Jones and Alicia Morris here. If you'd both step up here, if you don't mind. How are you? Nice to meet you. So I'd like to ask you to say a few words, and I wasn't going to do this. I would normally not do this, but these women are from Miami-Dade. Now, Monday night, we were in Miami. And I wasn't going to do this, but we have not won a game all year, and we probably won't win another game all year. But thank you for being from Miami this week, and we'll turn it over to Miami. How about that?
We wanted to give you all something to celebrate this week, so we advise the team, y'all just take this down this time and let them know.
I'm sorry.
And what I normally like to tell everyone is Miami-Dade County is the best correctional agency in the nation. But guess what? But when I came, I'm sorry.
Good morning, I'm Alicia Morris. I'm Lieutenant with my neighbor.
But when I came here this week, I can truly say, Sheriff, you have a great group of individuals.
Thank you very much.
I mean, I never felt so welcome. I actually feel like you all are family. And it's a few of them that I'm going to take.
No. Lock the door.
We have a great organization, and it's for people. It's not about the facilities. It's really about the individuals that work. You can tell that you all are truly a family and continue to do what you do. And that BCC, if I can just take that building and plant it in Miami, you should be very proud of the work.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So we are excited to continue the rest of our week and see what else you all have to show us. And thank you for having us.
All right. Thank you very much. Now I feel bad. Golly, it makes me feel bad, but welcome again, and thank you very, very much for your kind words. And you know, sometimes you have people from the community come and see you guys, and I say this, I think, every month, and that means so much to me for them to get to see you doing your job. But when you have people who do what you do come here and have the expertise that these women have to know what you should be doing, and then also complimenting what you're doing, I hope you take that in your I like to say it puts gas in your tank. I hope that puts some gas in your tank. It's I'm very, very proud of the organization, but very proud when we have professionals come and talk to us. And you know, I've always felt like it was really important to celebrate the victories, and we all should try to find a way to do that. But I think it's important. I remember when I first got elected 100 years ago, I would run into people, and I think, and it doesn't really matter, but I think that the first election I won 56%, the other person had 33 or something like that. So there's like 33% of people. So when my wife and I bounce around Nashville and I'd run into someone, it seems like they would always want to say something nice to you. It was very nice. Hey, I voted for you. And I would say, why? And because I was interested in not why in the political sense, but what makes you make your mind up. What I was really wanting to know was, where are those 33% or 32%? Not because they're bad people, but I really like to focus on what I'm not doing right to try to help make the place better. And that was back then. And so it's nice to hear all the good things. I always think auditors should tell us what we're doing right and give us the pats on the back. We need that. But it's important that they tweak us, because that's what they're here to do. They're not here to embarrass us, but they're not also here to ignore what we need to be doing better. You know, you can't see the trees for the forest or forest for the trees sometimes. So I take all of the critique that we get through the various audits, not in a negative way at all, especially when you've got the expertise that we have here today. So super excited to hear how the week finishes. I'm very, very proud of what you're doing, and I hope we can find some ways to improve as we come out of this exercise as well. Seems like every month there's some major changes or things going on. We've been working on this for several months, but as you know, we've been transitioning, or we are transitioning, the historic courthouse over to our staff. I was over there yesterday. Kevin Carroll and Mr. Cooks have a really nice office if you want to go visit some space. They're located in nice space in a historic building, and the contractual security staff are moving over to our staff beginning October 14th. So if you visit the historic courthouse, you will see a different presence and uniform, and of course some of the stuff that we're doing. I think it's going to be very helpful. We've had some very, I think, some compliments and some improvements already in some of our staff. So that's a shift that we'll feel over the next several months. We're working with, not that this matters to everybody, but the finance director of Metro is leaving in January, and there's some movement over there, and that's kind of who's been behind this whole thing. So we're trying to make sure that carries through as expected. I think it's going to be fine. We're working hard on that. As we have for the last 2 or 3 years, I always like to bring up our staffing. It's the most important thing we've been working on. I believe we're in a very good place. We didn't have our meeting yesterday, but I normally get the numbers, and we're somewhere down in the 50 to 60 vacancy range. We were at 200 vacancies 2 years ago. On top of the 50 to 60 vacancies, we have nearly 75 to 80 people in FO roles, which are part-time positions. So I'm not saying we're fully staffed, but I'm saying we're staffed to the level that very few can claim around the country, and I'm talking about with overall corrections. So we're in a better place. We're going to keep working on that. There's things that we need to do I think, to continue to improve some of it. We're working on our overtime. Met with all of our corrections divisions, I guess, 2 weeks ago. We'll continue to do that and see how that's working for us. So some good stuff going there. What that does for the rest of us, I think, is allow us to move and promote, and there's all sorts of movements and promotions going on, so I think that'll continue as well. So very, very happy where we are with our challenge of staffing. As you know, this is a fun time of year, or at least I think it's a fun time of year for our staff. We call it Service Appreciation Week. We do all sorts of things here in 2 weeks, where we start off with our Day of Remembrance on Monday, and we eat some not so healthy pizzas and donuts and stuff like that all week, and we relax our uniforms and do some fun things. We also have our awards dinner on Thursday night over here at Trevecca, and one of the favorite things that we do, and a lot of you are invited, obviously included, so I hope you'll take opportunity to be there. And then on Friday we do our giveaway day, which will be a fun day all day on Friday. We also recognize our employees and officers of the year at the awards dinner tomorrow morning in this room. I think in this room we're doing our breakfast, where we will announce the officer and employee of the year, and then that allows us to invite them to the dinner. And so we'll have a lot going on this week for that. We'll get that announced tomorrow morning, and then we'll look forward to I think it's the 14th, 17th, 13th through the 19th. So a lot going on in our world of appreciation for our staff. It's never enough, but it's the one time of year where we get to stop and I hope say thank you and give each other a pat on the back and kind of relax, if you will, the world that we live in. Have a few folks across town being recognized by the mayor with their 30 and 35 year pins from the Metro government. I always get a kick out of this, just so y'all know. We've been doing our awards dinner for nearly 30 years, and really, really proud of how we do it with our pins, and we've had a lot of fun with our service awards. And we've been doing that for a long time, and some of us who've been here a long time as well. I remember, I think my 10 year or whatever, I was running around and working here, and I got some envelope in the mail, and it had some stamp on it, and it was some fake signature from a fake mayor. I don't care who it was, doesn't matter. I had a plastic pen in an envelope. It was about 2 months late. It was underwhelming. How about that? So, we were doing our program, Metro, thank you for doing something, but it just was pretty underwhelming. Well, one of the mayors, I forget which one it was, started to do better, and they have a breakfast now, which is nice, and it's good, and I'm glad that they do it. But we take a lot of pride in recognizing the work of our staff, and I appreciate that they're recognizing anyone who's got 30, 35 years. And we've got several folks who've transferred here that are over there this morning. I think Teri Bracey, I know Sam is over there. Sam's probably over there, and Dan Gargas, I think, in pretrial. So a lot going on, a lot of this time of year, but happy that our folks are being recognized for the hard work that they do all over Nashville. I want to thank Marcia, by the way, for your coordination of the PREA folks and year-round, keeping us in check. It's not a once-a-week thing in what you do and your staff and the team of folks. So incredible work, and I'm really, really proud of our independence. Most corrections agencies have someone assigned to the facility that is their PREA person or their ACA person. That's fine. We decided years ago to make a team, break them out of the facilities, and live under one roof. We've probably lived under a bunch of roofs since then, but really great to have a team of folks led by Marcia to do all the work that they're doing. So I want to thank you. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, there's one announcement that I forgot. Marcia wanted me to stand up here today and tell you that she's putting in her 2 weeks and she's coming to Miami.
Well, you can take her and her 4-year criminal history of robbing people. I don't know. I'm trying to give anything I can to prevent her from. We got. Has she met our SORT team? We can stop people. I think we can probably. I surely hope. But I want to thank Marcia again for all the work and this time of pressure of making sure we're doing it right. So anxious to hear that. Anybody have anything? Anybody else? Help me out. Got folks in the hallway. They're probably out there ready to eat food, but that's okay. Anything going on? Chief Raines? I always know where to find you. Chief Joyner, I know where to find you. Chief West, I know where to find you.
Service Appreciation Week, I would encourage everybody to look at the monitor and calendar and then try to read it out. So Monday is Donut Day, Tuesday is Remembrance Day at Flag Culture Headquarters, Wednesday is Pizza Day, Thursday is the awards dinner. So if you receive the invitation, we need you to RSVP because we do need a head count. And then the sheriff said Friday is giveaway day, and we've got over $10,000 worth of giveaways on Friday. So again, participate as much as you can and make sure you get those RSVPs.
There we go. Chief Raines. Some people have Christmas in July. We have Christmas every day around here because we're trying to. Last minute toy store, as you guys know, is our focus year round. But we're getting close. Anytime you're talking about the month of October, and Chief Raines, is there something other than getting ready to help and anything we need to do? Yeah, Chief Raines and Melinda McDowell are both on the board of Last Minute Toy Store, of course, as the official organization. But then internally, we have a lot of folks that are involved. And if you haven't done it, I promise you, it's well worth your time. And even Knucklehead, Nick Barris, people who've done a bunch of different stuff. And he says this every time. He says, I do a lot of work around national volunteer work. And once he did that, he says, I'm doing it every year. And last year he was on his way. He had some kind of nasal surgery or something. He sends pictures from the hospital. I mean, the point of it is it's a moving experience for anyone who does it. And I think it's worth your time if you're willing to volunteer and help. And if you can't be a part of it, hopefully you can find a way to donate or participate. It is a year-round concerted effort to make that happen. So what else? Anybody else? All right, well, I'll tell you what, let's go have some food and fellowship. I appreciate your work. Have a great day.